What are you videoing for?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
No, I'm sorry.
Whoa.
This is a county government.
Take a deep breath.
Sir.
Take a deep breath and calm down for a second.
Mayor Mann, I'd like to talk to you about what's going on at the courthouses. They've issued orders that you cannot record outside the courthouse. And if ICE comes without...
Tonight's videos take us to Dover, Delaware, and San Jose, California, where ordinary citizens with cameras walked into government buildings and instantly triggered tension, panic, and confrontation. These public officials may have gone too far trying to control who can record and who must identify themselves. One question hangs over both encounters. Will these citizens back down or stand firmly on their constitutional rights? Huge credit to the original creators for documenting these powerful public interactions and helping spread awareness about civil rights, government accountability, and the First Amendment. Make sure you subscribe to their channels, links are in the description, and tell them ID Refusal Cops sent you because we support constitutional rights for everyone. Stay until the end because these encounters escalate fast and you're definitely going to have strong opinions about what happens next.
Hi, we were walking around taking pictures.
Oh yeah, did somebody call you?
Yeah, because you make people nervous.
Why would they be nervous?
People get nervous when they see people walking around recording everything. That's
Oh, I don't see why. There's cameras all over the building, right?
There is.
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you here for, if you don't mind me asking? Just for public works or somebody?
No, I'm not here. I'm not here for anybody specifically at the moment. I'm just taking some pictures and video of the building.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, it is a public building, so I can't say you can't.
I know.
You make people nervous.
Oh, well, maybe you can make them unnervous.
I'm going to do just that.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah, you mind if I get your name?
Mark.
Mark. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah.
My name's Sean. That's the way you handle it. That is the way you handle all these weird complaints you get from people. Let's see the, hi.
You have to put that away. What are you videoing for?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
No, I'm sorry.
Whoa.
This is a county government.
Take a deep breath.
Sir.
Take a deep breath and calm down for a second.
The tension explodes the moment the employee demands the camera be turned off inside a public government building. But under the First Amendment, citizens generally have the right to record in publicly accessible government spaces, unless specific lawful restrictions exist. Notice how security never claims filming is illegal. That detail matters. Courts have repeatedly protected public recording as expressive activity tied to freedom of speech and press, especially inside publicly accessible areas. This moment isn't just emotional, it exposes how quickly authority figures can confuse discomfort with criminal behavior.
Stop.
Calm down for a second.
Call security, because if this man don't get out of my face.
You came into my face. What's wrong with
You're in
you?
my office space, and you're walking around the offices videoing. Now, we've had several reports. Why are you up
Who
here
are
videoing?
you?
Who are you?
You came up to me, ma'am.
Who are you?
Ma'am, relax. Take a deep breath and relax. You gotta get out of my face.
What do you need?
I'm taking
What do you
some
need?
pictures and video. Listen, I don't want to
Who
talk
are
to you.
Are
You're
him?
aggressive.
Are you him? Do you know who he is?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But yeah, we're aware of it,
Well,
that he's here.
Why is
Yeah.
he videoing?
Excuse me.
Is he supposed
Can
to be
you?
videoing?
Yeah.
I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
Is he supposed to be videoing?
He's not supposed to be videoing. It's not prohibited. It's a public building. We have notified security. We have notified security.
Okay.
You came up to me. Wow. Wow. So we have job opportunities. We get some good public servants working in here. Hi, how are you?
I just want to know what you're doing walking around with a video camera.
Oh yeah, I'm just taking some pictures and video. Who are you?
I'm the personnel director.
Personnel director?
Yes.
This office is
HR.
HR, gotcha. And your name, sir?
I'm Alan Cuyella.
Alan, thank
I've
you.
gotten some calls from some
Yeah.
employees concerned.
No, I've already, security has talked to some of those employees already, Alan, and I would just like to say, this employee here, whoever she is, she wouldn't identify herself to me.
Yep.
I'll be doing. and I'll be doing an open records request for her name. Everybody, she obviously works in HR, and I'll find out her name. But how do I go about leveling a complaint against her? Because she just came up to me aggressively, wouldn't identify, I had no idea who she was. She's like, "You better get out of my face." Like, she came up to me, sir. You see the way that I identified myself? My name is Sean. I'm an independent journalist. I'm just taking pictures of this building because I'm gathering content for a story. So I'm working on a story on the county here. So I'm just taking pictures in the publicly accessible areas only, no restricted areas, nothing nefarious going on. I've spoken to security, security has spoken to other people. It's not a problem. So I just don't understand her aggression and to treat the public that way. If she's going to treat me that way, how is she treating other members of the public that way? So how would I how would I file a complaint against her?
So clearly, employees can get concerned about folks in these days. Video.
I can understand concern. I just can't understand rude and unprofessional.
Well, I didn't. I was
Yeah, and
concerned.
you'll see the video eventually when I publish my story. You'll see the video, Alan. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
And you know what? You have an email that I can email you the story, so that way you could see it.
Sure.
Yeah, because then you could see her actions, and then you could decide you're her supervisor, correct? And then you could decide as her supervisor if her actions were warranted or not, and you could take appropriate action from there.
That would be good.
Okay? Do you have an email?
Yes, just a minute.
Sure.
Get you a
Thanks,
call.
Alan. Appreciate it. The video will definitely speak volumes of her unprofessional behavior. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate it. I'll send that over to you when the story's finished, all right? Thank you. Do you have any other questions for me?
No.
Okay, thank you.
But obviously, it can be disconcerting. So,
Well, but why? Can you explain to me why?
I'd say you're probably the only person who's ever done this.
Oh, to ever come in and only journalist that's ever been in the building
Recorded,
and recorded?
like you're doing.
Yeah, yeah. I wasn't specifically. I can understand. If I went and I just stood over her desk, this well-of-you woman's desk over here, and started recording her for an hour on end, just being quiet. I'm recording just like the publicly accessible signs and just walking around. Again, this individual came up to me, basically very aggressive. Oh, okay, yeah. But
So, it's
there's a way to
disconcerting.
but do you see the way that you're handling it and the way that you'll see the way she handled it? There's a big difference. There's a de-escalation factor in there where, hey, my name is Alan. I'm the personnel director here, and I'll explain to you, hey, Alan, my name's Sean. I'm an independent journalist. I'm just taking some pictures and video. Nothing to worry about. I already contacted with security. Not a big deal. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a big difference. That's all I'm saying. It's a big difference in how to treat the public and how not to treat the public, and that's part of my story. So I'll send it over to you, Alan. Thanks, Alan. Appreciate your time.
This is the emotional turning point of the video. After all the panic and accusations, security calmly confirms that recording inside a public building is not illegal. That response reflects an important constitutional principle. Government employees cannot simply invent restrictions because someone with a camera makes them uncomfortable. Under established federal court rulings, recording matters of public interest in public spaces is often protected by the First Amendment. Sometimes the most powerful moment in these encounters is not the confrontation itself, but the quiet realization that no law was ever broken.
Who are you?
My name is Sam Vasquez, Director of Facilities here.
It's going to take a step back. Director of Facilities?
Yes, sir.
So what does your job entail? I'm sorry.
Security, maintenance.
Okay, for the building?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I don't need any help. I spoke to the personnel supervisor and personnel director, Alan. One of his employees was really aggressive with me and, I don't know, she got in my face and then she's like, if you don't back out my face, you're going to see what's going to happen. I don't know. I'm going to send him the video, but really unprofessional because I'm not bothering anybody. I'm just taking some pictures and video. I'm a journalist. I'm working on a story here and I'm just taking some. Yeah, I'm an independent journalist. My name's Sean.
Who do you work with, Sean?
Independent, so I work for myself.
Okay.
I could, if you have a card, I can email you all the information. But so I'm basically taking pictures and video in the publicly accessible areas. I already spoke to security downstairs, and he's like, "Yeah, there's no issues."
Okay.
But then once I got upstairs, things kind of escalated and out of nowhere.
Well, come on, let me get you my card.
Okay, sure, yeah, thanks. Delaware.
Got my card, man.
Yeah, got your card. I'll send you the video so you can see how your building did here.
One government employee lost control over a camera inside a public building. But what happens when an entire courthouse system starts creating policies that could restrict public recording itself? In the next video, the stakes get much bigger, involving judges, ICE, and accusations of unconstitutional enforcement.
I don't know if you were there in the Palo Alto protest as well, but we have orders instructing what to do, and as well as inform the public.
Can I get a copy of that?
Yeah. I think you have seen the order for the public filming one. If you want another one, we'll go grab it.
I want to see what you're going to be enforcing with individuals that come to this courthouse when ICE is around.
Okay.
If federal agents come here, if a state court judge has made a policy that we can't record ICE officers, that's a problem. And if the sheriff is telling you to enforce that, you're enforcing an unconstitutional order.
We have our protocol.
The confrontation begins with a direct constitutional challenge. The journalist questions whether deputies are enforcing a courthouse policy that could restrict recording federal agents in public spaces. Under the First Amendment, recording government officials performing public duties is often protected activity, especially in publicly accessible areas. Notice the deputy never clearly states the recording itself is illegal. Instead, the conversation shifts toward policy rather than criminal law, a distinction that matters deeply in constitutional litigation. The uncertainty in the deputy's response creates the tension, because viewers immediately realize the rules may not be as solid as officials claim.
I want to see those.
But let me go get you that.
Get me the order, and I want to know if when the ICE comes, if there are protesters out here filming ICE, are you going to serve that order on them?
To backtrack, sorry. If you're in public property, which is this pathway basically where you're recording.
This is public property too.
I understand.
They're both public property.
There's the order that we've told you before that you're recording within.
So you've told me how many other people have you told? It's not a public thing. It's not a state law that the public was noticed about. So I want to know how many people have been given that order and how you intend to enforce it.
During other protests, we are actually given like copies of that order, and we'll go get you one.
Okay, I'd like to see that.
We do hand it out to people so that they have.
I want to see what you're going to hand out to people.
Yeah. Okay. Just wait right here. Okay, ma'am?
Sure.
I appreciate your patience.
Sure.
Okay.
Thanks.
Sorry about the wait.
You turned on your body cam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Policy. So here's actually the 2026.
What policy is that? To
general-
turn on your body cam? To turn it on that you're serving me an order?
It's part of our department policy, but this is the order you asked for earlier. So
How many languages do you have that in? She only speaks Vietnamese. How many languages is that order in?
you know what you could do? It's online too, and I can't translate it for you, but if you really want.
Okay, you can enforce an order criminally and require people to go online and read it. It's not a law, it's a policy, and you can't. First of all, not everyone has access to the internet.
I understand. But per what you requested earlier, here's some copies of it.
How many languages is this order in?
That I'm not too sure. I'll be honest, I don't know. I'll look it up though.
How many people have you served this order on?
This is the newly updated one, so it's 2026 this year, January 15th.
Oh, it's a new one.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So for the
They
most
call
part,
it the Susan Bassey order?
No, ma'am.
They call it that.
It's
What is that?
It's a standing order for recording.
It's a standing order for recording.
But
So you're serving this standing order on everybody that comes in the courthouse. You don't have this posted outside the courthouse, do you?
We do have that available.
But you don't have it posted, do you?
It is posted right there in front of the metal detectors. Every violation that you can think of is posted. It's taped. Anyone that walks in can read it. Do most people read it? No. So that's
How many languages is it
as
in?
many as you can translate it to. But we gave it to you.
You can't give it to somebody that doesn't read or speak English and enforce it.
It's for your own personal copy. I can Google translate it for you if you like, but then I think she has.
You're going to Google translate this to me?
So if you want it in a different language, you can go online and translate it. There's a lot.
You cannot put prior requirements on people to serve them an order and enforce that order.
Right now, ma'am, we're getting you a copy because you requested it earlier.
This isn't what I requested a copy of. This is a new one.
Yeah, because you wanted the recording standing order, which we got you.
Okay, so you are law enforcement. You are enforcing this. I'm asking you, how many people have you served this order on?
So
we answered this question.
No, you haven't.
Again.
How many people?
It gets enforced when it's violated. That is it. Enforcement doesn't mean I have to tell you every single time. It's only enforced if you violate it, and then we tell you that you can't do it anymore.
What do you do when you see an attorney recording out here? Do you go and serve them with this order?
Do not record out here.
So that's
Attorneys do not record out here?
If they did, then yes, we treat everybody the same. Now, how
You actually don't. What is your name and badge number again? Give it to me now. I wasn't recording.
that's posted.
Your
on the
name and
wall.
badge number,
I did
please.
so earlier, ma'am.
No,
right
you
here.
didn't. Can you please say it?
2557. But there's your copy. I'm sorry about the wait, and thank you for your patience again.
How long did it take you to get this order?
So I had to print it out. And,
So it's not available in the front
it
to
is
serve on
available,
people.
but we need more of it, which we're gonna get. Okay, so
Make sure you have it translated into every language that every person that uses this courthouse has. Otherwise, you are selectively enforcing this on white women recording with cameras that speak English. That's selective enforcement. Do you understand that?
thank you, ma'am. I
So
appreciate
people who speak Vietnamese, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, they don't have this order. You have not served it on them. Do you understand that?
that. Yes, ma'am.
Make
Thank
sure you communicate that to your sheriff.
We appreciate that, and I like your dog. Thank you. Have a nice day.
I was in this for 9 years.
I'm asking the mayor some questions. He told me I could walk with him. He told me I could walk with him. Are you blocking me? I'm a journalist. He just... Yeah, well, I want to talk about ICE and what appears to be a lack of preparation. Look, I'm a journalist. He told me I could walk with him and ask him questions. Officer,
And then Susan, ma'am, I'm happy to walk and chat with you as I head back to work.
do you see that? Do you see that? He said that he would walk and chat with me.
Thank you.
Okay, don't block me, officers. You're blocking journalism. Blocking unpublished journalistic work is a crime.
Oh, your puppy.
It's not coming off. She's old. Okay, thank you.
What's your puppy's name?
I'm now going to walk with the mayor.
Your puppy's name is
Mayor Mann, I'd like to talk to you about what's going on at the courthouses. They've issued orders that you cannot record outside the courthouse. And if ICE comes without...
This moment dramatically raises the stakes. The journalist argues that courthouse recording policies could interfere with the public's right to document federal immigration enforcement activity. In the United States, courts have repeatedly recognized that recording matters of public concern can fall under protections of the First Amendment. Watch the mayor's reaction carefully. He avoids making legal conclusions on camera and instead asks to review the policy first. That hesitation tells viewers something important. Even public officials understand how dangerous vague recording restrictions can become when constitutional rights are involved.
Judge Julie Emity, I have a copy of it. I'd be happy to send it to you. So if protesters come and want to protest or want to film ICE activity, Judge Emity's order is preventing them from recording police. And you have a boiling problem here.
I would like to see that order. I don't understand the rationale for it, but I need to read it before I can comment on it.
I would be happy to send that to your office. I actually have a copy of it. I have 2 copies of it. I will take one to your office and I will take one to public comment right before public comment. And also I'd like to ask you about Peter Ortiz and the 3-year court battle where he clogged the courts trying to silence a social media journalist.
My general policy is not to comment on litigation that I'm not deeply familiar with. I have not read all the materials. I'm not a lawyer. I'll have to leave that to the court system, to the judicial system. I'm sorry, I don't have more to say.
Okay, it's been finally decided, and he lost in the Court of Appeal as of Friday. And so he first had the order thrown out. He tried to sue Eastside San Jose Times for civil harassment. Judge Geffon threw it out. It worked its way through the courts. He was represented by James McManus. He used a city address in his court documents.
Susan, I'll just say I'm going to trust the legal system to sort it out. Much better position to make that decision than I am.
They did sort it out, and they said that he lost. And so I'm wondering if you have a comment on that.
I don't, but I trust the court system to find the truth and make the right decision.
Thank you. Is there a reason you didn't respond to my request for comments? I've DM'd you on Instagram, and you were announcing that you were running for California governor, but you didn't take the time to answer about issues that people here are really concerned about.
I will get to it. I have been inundated with thousands of messages that it's going to take me
2 different cities, 2 completely different encounters, but the same question echoed through both videos. What happens when ordinary citizens know their rights better than the people trying to control them? Tonight, you watched government employees panic over cameras and public officials struggle to defend policies that many viewers will question the moment they hear them. That's why these audits matter. Not because people hate police, not because people want confrontation, but because rights that are never exercised eventually become rights people forget they even had. In this country, freedom is not something you ask permission to use. It is something you must understand well enough to protect. If you've ever been pressured to show ID, stop recording, or just cooperate when you knew something felt wrong, tell your story in the comments below. Like the video if you believe public accountability matters. Subscribe so you never walk into these situations uninformed again. This is ID Refusal Cops, where knowledge is power, cameras are accountability, and peaceful resistance starts with understanding your rights.